Today I thought about how Rhuigi briefly designed for Bali in 2022 and 2023, and I still, from time to time, wonder why that partnership fizzled out so soon. I read the article attached to Rhuigi's freshman collection on Vogue.com and or the Vogue Runway app. From what I read, it wasn't the worst review, but it wasn't the best review either. The person who wrote the article stated that the collection was definitely leaning into opulence and sexiness like Rhuigi intended to with his designs, but for some reason, a lot of people, I mean, not a lot of people, the person who wrote this article, or maybe more people in the room at that time, did feel this way. But according to the person that wrote this article, they feel like the first collection, they feel like Rhuigi's freshman collection slightly reflected Tom Ford's and Gianni's time at Gucci, and also having hints of having hints of Ralph Lauren throughout the presentation. I don't know. In the moment, I was sort of not sort of. I was rooting for Luigi. I feel like the partnership had so much potential, but maybe when you're on that level as a designer, maybe they don't have time for that. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe those houses don't want to continue to spend money on paying a director their salary and then paying everyone else, models and shit, and paying for production, paying for fabric, and it's not what they see for the company or something. I don't know. Still to this day, I don't know why. I haven't done research really on why they departed, why they chose to split amicably amicably amicably. That's crazy. Oh well, shit. I'm over here looking up the word how to pronounce it, but I'm looking at the definition now, and it say in a friendly and peaceable manner. But I have no idea how they split up for real. It seemed peaceful on the outside, but yeah, overall. So I wanted to talk about what I noticed, and I just wanted to revisit those moments from. I wanted to revisit moments from Ruigi's time at Bali, even though it was so short. I do feel like there were things that I appreciated on the runway, even though I looked at it again, and some of it did look like Gucci a little bit. But like, does Gucci own bamboo now? Like, no one can touch. Like, if a house touches something multiple times, and then eventually society, the people that indulge in fashion, and that we all agree, like, yes, this is their code, this is Margiela's code. Like, obviously the four ticks is like very uh specific, but as far as like bamboo bracelets, like bamboo, like, why can't Ruigi use that? I mean, outside of, there's a metallic pink and gold look that really looks like Gucci, but what if that's Ruigi's genuine interest? Like, and it's okay for Rhuigi to be inspired by Gucci. Like, he could have been inspired by Gucci throughout his whole entire life, not looked at one Gucci collection and then was like, oh, I'm gonna reference these bamboos, or like, who knows? Maybe, I don't know where Rhuigi's from. I think he's Filipino. That's what I read. I don't know. I don't like to really talk about people's racial background and shit, but shit, I don't know. Maybe he grew up in an area or an environment where there were bamboo sticks everywhere. I have no idea, but it's like, when is it okay for someone to use something that someone constantly recycles, and it ends up becoming something that they own in the fashion world, or it becomes, their house code. So I don't know. Um, like, was I'm thinking about sales. I don't know. I just really thought at the time when Bally announced, or whoever announced, I don't remember where I saw it, but at the time when Bally announced that Rhuigi would be appointed as a new creative director and designer, I was like, this is gonna be good, good because based on what I saw, like Rhuigi posting on Instagram, he looks like a Bali, like his point of view, because that's what the pictures that people post are. It's your point of view. These are the things. Obviously, it's not the only thing that Rhuigi sees, but these are the things that he likes. I just really feel like it was a good collaboration. Also, another question I have is, oh wait, I think I already said this earlier. I don't need to ask a question. Rhuigi's initial debut at Bali had so many impeccable looks. I truly am baffled. I am wondering what has happened. And who was at Bali right now? Simon Bellotti is at Bali right now. Bali and Jill Saunders. Or I think the last collection at Bali, they didn't mention a designer or a creative director. In the previous collection, though, it was designed by Simon Bellotti. But yeah, the Rhuigi's freshman collection reeks of opulence and sexiness. I don't know. I'm just here to give you your flowers, Rhuigi. I loved so many pieces from this collection, and you know, maybe it's for the best. Whatever. I don't feel no type of way, but I do think about it sometimes. Where I guess I was a little excited, and I feel like from the first collection to the second collection, there was improvement, and it's like you guys don't see the improvement. You guys don't see the growth. Like the first collection, again, had plenty of beautiful pieces in it, but he still found a way to grow and be better. I mean, if the house don't feel like it's for them, then they just don't feel like it's for them. But he was only there from 2022 to 2023, and I'm assuming like late 2022 because he only did two collections. Like the calendar, the fashion calendar, like there's fall, there's fall, winter, there's spring, summer, there's resort, there's what people do, bro. There's like, let me see. There's something else that I'm. Oh, like pre-fall. Um, yeah. No, I'm really wondering like what's the deal. But I mean, before I had viewed the collections that Simon produced after Rhuigi, I was on some like I wasn't even paying attention to Bali for real. And that's not, it didn't become this thing just because I laid my eyes on it. But like, it was pretty boring to me. Oh, couture. So there's fall, pre-fall, spring, summer, resort, couture, and I'm almost is resort, or is that's just I'm thinking of Gucci. I think where they when they do the Gucci cruise. Is that their resort? I don't think so. That's what I was thinking. Like the Gucci and Balenciaga lookbook was so crazy. Like I just want to see the clothes. But anyway, Bali. Look at this coat from his second collection. Like, will we ever find out about what happened to Rhuigi at, or not what happened, but why they chose to split ways? I don't know. Let me see if that's public information. I really don't like to. So this is what the AI overview says when I Google why did Bali and Rhuigi split. After a short 17-month tenure as creative director, Rhuigi and Bally mutually decided to part ways in May 2023. While the official statements describe the split as a joint and mutual decision, implying an amicable separation, some sources hint at potential underlying factors. The first one lists creative differences and clashing visions. Rhuigi hinted at disagreements regarding decision making, emphasizing the importance of proper enterprise value and not compromising values or culture. In a tweet around the time of the split, Hypebeast notes that this can be a common occurrence when designers work with large luxury houses. Proper enterprise value. What the fuck does that mean? Proper enterprise value refers to a comprehensive valuation metric that assesses the total value of a company, taking into account not only its equity, like market capitalization, but also its debt, preferred stock, minority interest, and cash holdings. This broader perspective aims to represent the true cost of acquiring a business and its entire operational structure. Why is it important? Enterprise value offers several advantages over just looking at market capitalization. Holistic view, it provides a more complete picture of a company's financial health and its capacity to generate cash flow to cover debt obligations. Merger and acquisitions, it's a crucial metric in M&A as it helps determine the acquisition price by considering both equity and debt obligations. Apples to apples comparison. EV facilitates comparing companies with different capital structures, debt versus equity mix, offering a more standardized basis for analysis. And lastly, evaluating financial health. Understanding a company's EV, including its debt and cash possessions, is essential for evaluating its overall financial health and stability. They weren't trying to put up bread, basically. Maybe they weren't in the position to put up. I mean, it sounds like what it sounds like it's saying is maybe Rhuigi wanted to do things that required more money, and Bally just don't have the backing to do so, or they're not. The chairmen aren't approving the budget or some shit. That's what it sounds like it's saying, but I don't know. The second underlying factor for why Rhuigi and Bally may have split is listed as differing strengths and target audience. Rhuigi, known for the luxury streetwear label Rouge, seemed to want to build up Bally more in the women's wear end, even though his fan base was more familiar with his streetwear aesthetic and menswear. Some analysts believe Bally needed to lean into Rhuigi. I wish I could pronounce. I'm gonna look it up. Into Rhuigi's existing strengths and audience more effectively. The third reason lists a lack of time to execute vision. While Rhuigi had a short run at Bali, he was given less time to execute his vision than other designers who've joined major luxury houses. Some argue that a year is a short amount of time to turn around a brand, especially one that has been struggling to find its footing for a while, and that's building hype. And that building hype takes time and a well-rounded strategy beyond just a creative director. What did I say earlier? They didn't give my mans enough time. Damn. It was getting good. The last reason lists evolving luxury landscape. The industry is seeing a potential shift towards celebrity engagement rather than solely relying on fashion designers to create buzz around brands. This trend is exemplified by brands tapping well-known figures like Pharrell Williams and Dua Lipa for collaborations and leadership roles. Okay, so what? They feel like he ain't have enough weight or something? The clothes have weight. It don't matter. The clothes is fly. Ultimately, the exact reasons for the split are multifaceted and likely involve a combination of these factors. Despite the relatively short time frame, Bali CEO Nicola thanked Rhuigi for his contribution, stating his passion, energy, and creativity helped catapult Bali back into the spotlight. No, dead ass. Because people probably was paying attention, but I'm sorry, Bali was so boring. And yes, Simon is doing a phenomenal job. Hold on, let me put some of my phone. Hold on, this phone. Let me charge it. He really did. Like, even if he was just there, like, come on now, like, and I don't even think like is people. Of course the fashion editors, the buyers, the whoever's, they're all paying attention. We're all paying attention, but like, what type of numbers is Bali doing? I mean, the new collection is crazy. So maybe they doing good. But what type of numbers was Bali doing before? Bali clearly tapped into Rhuigi for a reason. Am I a rude connoisseur? No, I'm not. Like it's just not for me. Like, I don't think it caters toward me. I don't think I'm the client for Rude. But I used to work at the Barney's New York that was located at the beach in LA. So that location was only one floor, but we did carry Rude. And I'm sorry, out of everything in our store, I feel like Rude was one of the brands that people gravitated towards. Like we carried Sakai, we carried Rude, we carried Theory, we carried Helmut Lang, we carried who else? Like Proenza. We carried so many great designers, and Rhuigi was one of the brands I feel like people would gravitate towards. Yeah, it feels like y'all tapped into Rhuigi because of the wave that was maybe surrounding his name or whatever. I think it looks bad on Bally's end more than it does on Rhuigi's end. Like you designed for Bally. Who gives a fuck how long it was? Overall, yeah, I'm just here to give Rhuigi his flowers for his time at Bally. It will age incredibly well, in my opinion. You will look back and you will be proud of yourself, and I really do hope that you are proud of yourself today. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time.